Today we are going to speak about nutrient deficiencies, and while we may not be able to cover up all the nutrients, we will try and cover one mineral that is extremely important. In this group we have majority of the women, hence the mineral that I have chosen to speak about is magnesium, because it is called a woman's best friend. So let's understand magnesium a little. It is often an underrated and undermined and undervalued mineral, but today 90% of the population is deficient in mineral. So whether it is hormones of a woman, whether it has to do with the fibroids or the cysts or her ovarian condition, cysts or polyps or menstruation or menopausal symptoms, then this magnesium plays a role. For men, whether it is erectile dysfunction or whether it is sperm counts or any other hormonal issue, then yes, magnesium plays a role. Magnesium is also a heart hero. Now, a lot of emphasis is between the balance of calcium and magnesium. So while calcium is responsible for contraction of your muscles, it is this magnesium that is responsible for relaxation of these muscles. So if your muscles have to be contracting and relaxing, then you need a combination of calcium and magnesium, and they work in tandem. So like your heart, say for example, your heart does a lot of pumping action. This contraction in the pumping action is done by calcium. This relaxation happens because of magnesium. So magnesium is very important. If the heart contracts and you have deficiency of magnesium, it is not able to relax well, then yes, heart attacks do take place. So magnesium is at most very, very important. It is also a brain hero, because a lot of electrical signaling into your brain happens because of magnesium. Now, magnesium is responsible for 300 enzyme activities into your body. 18,000 activities inside your body will stop functioning if you do not have magnesium into your body. That is the criticality and importance of magnesium. So it also covers hormones, as I said. If you have digestion related problems, if you have constipation related problems, if you have inflammation into your body, pains, aches, etc. into your body, cramping, especially the muscle cramps in the legs, etc., or if you have bone density issues, all of this can be led to because of a deficiency of magnesium. Of course, there can be many other causes also, but this has a critical role to play. Magnesium is a water hungry molecule, which means that it makes sure that the water reaches inside your cells. So if you if you do not have magnesium, then your cells will be dehydrated. So dehydration can be another reason if you have a magnesium deficiency. Then your calcium cannot enter inside your cells if you do not have magnesium. So calcium, as I told you yesterday, it's a king mineral. It enters inside your cells first, but it is the magnesium which is on the receptors of your cells that activates the sodium potassium pump on the cell receptors, only because of which your calcium can enter inside your cells. So if no magnesium, calcium does not enter, and a whole lot of other nutrient deficiencies can occur. Because it is a relaxant, your energy is very, very related to magnesium. If you're feeling tired very often, if you feel tired by the time it is evenings, then yes, you may consider magnesium deficiency. If you don't get sleep in the night, or if you wake up many times in the night, then yes, it could be related to magnesium. If you're having problems in swallowing, it could be magnesium. If you have high bleeding during your periods, it could be magnesium deficiency. If you have a lot of leg cramps, it could be magnesium deficiency. So magnesium is generally deficient into our body because we don't get it nowadays from the plant sources, because your soil in itself is depleted. Why is soil depleted of magnesium? Because of the practices of farming practices that we have. So a lot of pesticides, a lot of chemicals, etc., sprays, etc., into the farming process, which makes sure that the soil in itself is depleted of magnesium. Hence the plant doesn't have it, the fruits and vegetables don't have it, and hence we don't get it. So if we are not able to get it from your plant sources, what are the other sources that can give you magnesium? Cocoa. There are two types of chocolates. One is cocoa which is mostly available in the markets today, and one is the pure form, which is cacao, CACAO. So when you have the pure form of the chocolate, that is very rich in magnesium. So your pumpkin seeds are very rich in magnesium. Spirulina, very rich in magnesium. Wheat grass, very rich in magnesium. Moringa, very rich in magnesium. Your coconut water also has magnesium. Apart from that, if you go to a naturopathy hospital and somebody is found to be magnesium deficiency, there are a lot of other treatments also there to do. Say for example, an Epsom salt bath. You know, when you put Epsom salt is basically magnesium sulfate. So that enters through your skin pores. When you take a foot bath, that means soak your foot into hot water with some Epsom salt or with some magnesium flakes into it. That also makes sure that you get magnesium into your body, because all your nerve endings are in your foot, and hence the circulation increases. Along with that, magnesium enters into your body. Naturopathy hospitals also use magnesium sprays, and there is this Celtic salt that you get in the market. This Celtic salt is also very rich in magnesium. So you can use it in your cooking, as well as you can drink water with one small crystal of Celtic salt, and it makes sure that, because magnesium is a water hungry molecule, it takes the water straight inside your cells and you feel hydrated. So this is one of the importance amongst the many other nutrients and many other minerals that are necessary in our body.